Hey, I'm Daphne, and this is the lyric breakdown for Minimalism. I saw a TikTok the other day where this lady was talking about late-stage capitalism and how we've sort of lost all the color of stuff. The pink BlackBerry flip phones, the very first Xbox, which was, the giant green hulky thing. And she was blaming it for why everything's kind of like sleeked down into like every phone looks kind of the same. It's just like a little tiny square black box. The buildings are all kind of like more beige and bland. I can't find the video, but I did write a song about it. It's called Minimalism, and the first lyrics are, minimalism, an attack on individualism, picking the pigment of a pigeon is fucking boring. And that's just talking about that. I constantly feel overwhelmed with the general cost of living and also just somehow being an adult. So the lyric, gotta audition every aneurysm causing decision, I need some adult supervision but can't afford it, is written about that. So if anyone supervises adults cheaply, someone to look after me, God, I need help. I was a pretty uptight kid. I'm still pretty uptight. The following lyrics, damn, think I might try to be a kid again. Write my name down in the wet cement. Maybe I'd be cooler than I am. That's sort of talking about like if I had a do-over, maybe I'd fuck it up a little bit more. Actually put my name in that cement. Be a kid. I find it really strange talking about ADHD because I got diagnosed with it last year in my mid-20s. It's become like a big explainer of things that I sort of didn't really clock when I was younger about, just behaviors that I have. It feels kind of annoying to talk about it a lot because I don't really want to make it my personality, but I feel like it kind of has overtaken a lot of stuff because all the time I'm like, oh my God, that's because of this. And I often feel that I'm so like, sometimes I'm just watching from inside my head and I'm like, damn, you're a lot. So the chorus to Minimalism is, am I too much? Is it too much to ask for people to love me for talking too fast? Because I'm just a guy doing just some silly things. Followed by, I overcompensate in conversation. All my words need explanation because I fucking do talk fast. I'm trying so hard to be contained and very like, this is my words. If I just let myself talk, I'm like, am I too much? Is it too much? Like, that's the tempo of my speaking voice. Like, I have to really slow it down or I mess up what I'm saying. Is it too much to maximize everything I try to do? Because I feel like my brain sort of goes a lot of the time. It means that I end up trying to do like a million things all the time. And I kind of like doing it. I like being really busy. I like doing lots of weird little projects and being not necessarily good at them, but I find I really need to do a lot of stuff. And it definitely feels like a lot to me. So that lyric's kind of just being like, oh, maybe it's okay. Back to being heaps overwhelmed about life in general. Verse 2 is, debilitating, all I'm nailing is dissociating. Won't participate because meditating is fucking boring. I don't know if you guys agree, but I find meditating like, I've tried it, not that many times to be fair, but every time I try it, I'm like, it's just so, I feel so bored. And I feel like I can never really quiet my mind. Even if I let the thoughts run through, it doesn't help. And so I'm just sort of sat there just being like, oh, well, I'm wasting my time. I could do something else. Then this next line I just thought was funny, but insinuating they're related when they're dating is still the best joke I made in 7th grade and they all ignored it. I don't know why, but I find that really funny. I just really like the idea of being a kid trying to make a joke, maybe even making like a good joke. Not that that's necessarily that good, but kind of funny. Like, I think those bits are funny. And then just being ignored, be like, all right, shut up, whatever. That really ties in with the whole ADHD thing, I think. After watching that TikTok about the late stage capitalism thing where like everything sort of stopped serving cunt, as she so eloquently put it, the pre-chorus to this song is essentially just a mental breakdown of me losing my mind. Kind of just how my brain works. So it starts off, damn, think I might try starting OnlyFans, getting cashed up money in my hands, and here's the breakdown. Because it's hard when no one understands that I'm trying to be the best in the fucking world at everything that ever was or will be due to late stage capitalism forcing me to feel productive at all times, and I have to keep shifting the goalposts for what I define success as, or I'll end up hating myself for not fucking achieving it. Or like, whatever. And that kind of came out pretty quick. I sort of just rambled a few words. I changed a few things here and there when I was writing it, but I really wanted something that encapsulated the feeling of being like, oh, there's too much. I've been writing a few songs lately where we've been talking about dropping Mentos into a Coke bottle, but then like tying it off so it can't go anywhere. So you have this really bubbling intensity just like ready to go, but it doesn't quite launch. And this song is kind of the opposite. I wanted this to be overflowing, the fucking Coke's going everywhere. And that's the point of the lid shooting off, is like this explosion of stuff. And then you're, I guess, in front of like a friend or something, overshared way too hard. And then they're kind of like, oh, okay. And so you sort of shy away from it. So I reckon the most deep and meaningful lyrics I've written in my life ever, it's in the bridge, and it goes, hey, 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 hey. Anyway, all of these words took forever to write because it was so fast. It had so many sections, so many lyrics, and because there was no real melody to the verses particularly, because they just go la 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 la. The rhythm is the same, the note doesn't change. So I sort of approached it quite from like a drummer's perspective almost. I am a drummer. It's all in like the accents of the words. So like minimalism, an attack on individualism, picking the pigment of a pigeon is fucking boring. It's all got that same with like gotta audition every aneurysm, causing decision. I need some adult supervision, but can't afford it. That rhythm helped sort of give it its own kind of life. Second verse is the same. Debilitating, all I'm nailing is dissociating. When participate is meditating is fucking boring. Insinuating they're related when they're dating is still the best trick I made in 7th grade and they're still ignored it. Damn. That exact same rhythm is what I think helps keep it interesting, because otherwise it's literally just the same note, same melody. And it's also actually the first song I haven't written about a person. I mean, it's about me, but I've never written about internal desires and feelings of just being a lot. I probably should have, to be honest. It's actually really nice to get out of that because I don't want to just be someone who writes love songs or breakup songs and stuff. At this point in my life, I'm sort of moving into like a growing up stage of life where things are changing, coming to terms with who you are and whether you want to work on it or not or whatever. I think you really start to solidify as a person. And that I think is pretty frightening. So this song is the start of the next bunch of music that I'm writing, and it's all just about that kind of stuff. So if you feel like you need to grow up but don't want to, you should probably go listen to Minimalism by Gaffney. See you later. Thanks for watching.